Quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior take a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down.
watch who he's going to set up. He's going to go for the. It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of Alabama. Tonight we close out Wednesday night CFSL action as the Crimson Tide take on the Michigan Wolverines. I'm Zach Davis. Joining me in the booth tonight is Michael Wesson. Mike, we've got thousands of fans. All the tickets are sold out. What are you expecting tonight?
I'm expecting a exciting game. We've had exciting action tonight, and that's only going to keep going here in Bryant-Denny.
This is the fourth meeting all time between Alabama and Michigan, with Alabama winning the prior three. As we see a great return here to the 50. Got one man to beat. The second man catches up to him. Holy smoke.
What a way to start the game. Walker Bellamy takes it, and they're going to start off now 1st and 10 on about the 35.
The five-star freshman making a play. I love to see it. Going to be a screen going to the halfback there, going to him once again.
Walker Bellamy is going to be a key piece to this Alabama offense, and so is Cooper King.
2nd and 1 here under center, throwing off his back foot. It's rainy here, Mike, so maybe he saw a puddle.
Well, yeah, maybe so. I know you don't want to have too many of those.
Light rain, light breeze in 72 tonight for this ball game, as he trips once again, but he's able to get it out to Rusty Rafferty.
Yeah, Rusty gets that one, gets the first down. Cooper King 2 for 3, 12 yards on the day so far early on in this first quarter.
Alabama ranked number 11 starting the season. Michigan unranked. Michigan, a top-tier program under Aaron Ike. I'm excited to see what he does with them boys, as we see Walker Bellamy get blasted by Bobby Ripper there.
Yeah, Bellamy went one-on-one, and some of the people at Alabama would hope that would be some that Bellamy would win, but loses a yard there, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11, going to be under center here as we do a halfback draw up the middle. Big hit there on Trayvon Ellis.
That is a big hit on Ellis, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 9 here. It's going to be a big, important play for Alabama.
3rd and 9. Looks like they're in field goal position here regardless. So you don't have to get crazy here, Mike. Let's see what they've got. Shotgun formation here. Going to be surveying the field, sending in 4 rushers. Michigan gets some pressure, getting the sack. Cooper King sacked for an 8-yard loss.
That's what you wanted to avoid. Harry Radloff comes in on that one and gets that sack.
The 6'8", 300-pound, 5-star freshman making a big-time play here, Mike.
Now, Alabama's going to set. Rainy conditions, hopefully not interfering with the kicking game, and it does not. Kick through the uprights, and Alabama takes a 3-0 lead to kick off this game.
Cash Montero on the kick there for Alabama. As mentioned, Mike, this is the 4th time these teams have faced off. Alabama winning each of the 3 prior games, but they haven't played since season 22, so I'm excited to see this. Should be a great game tonight, Mike, as Michigan returns it here.
Yeah, 100%. Ronnie Wilson with the return there out to the 27. And a important thing is going to be the performance of this man right here, Jet Cannon.
The transfer from Oklahoma, switching over to the Michigan Wolverines. I am excited. Impact player through and through as he's under center here. Going to hand the ball off to the halfback, who's going to get 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, Joseph Ellis gets 4 yards on that play, and that's going to be key to getting good plays, good yardage to make reasonable third downs.
I expect Michigan to be very balanced tonight here, Mike. I'm curious to see what they do, especially weather in mind. Honestly, both teams should be balanced as he steps back, throws it out of bounds. Going to be a 3rd and 6 here.
And I actually really like that from Cannon. Cannon felt the pressure from the Crimson Tide defensive line. Got that ball out of there. Don't want to risk a sack early to absolutely kill your first drive.
Alabama won the conference championship last season. Let's see what they can do here. Filling the pressure. Interception, Alabama.
A big turnover for the Crimson Tide. Big interception of Jet Cannon. And that's Brogan Patrick coming up with that one, number 12 for the Crimson Tide.
Huge play there. Dangerous throwing it in this conditions. And when he's back there, Mike, what a play by Alabama.
A big interception. And now Cooper King and Walker Bellamy in this Crimson Tide offense get to come out. Play action from King.
Going to be a catch there. Deshaun Johnson with a 12-yard reception for Alabama here. I like what he's doing as a 5-star senior from Miami. Definitely a chip on his shoulder. Wants to run it back in the conference championship and make a run in the playoffs here. 1st and 10. Going to be under center here. Play action. Got some time. Michigan's trying to get some pressure. Gives him time. Finds the open man. Gets in the end zone. Mateo Macias with the touchdown.
Mateo comes up big for the Crimson Tide. Who else but Mateo gets the opening touchdown for the Tide?
Beautiful play call there. Had a lot of time here. Mateo Macias, 1,000 yards into his first 2 seasons and 9 touchdowns in both. Definitely a playmaker to watch. An interesting stat for you, Mike. Macias had, I'm going to say this, and this is correct, I'm looking here, 118 pancakes. So not only is he a receiver, he's also a blocking threat, Mike.
And that's what brings in, that's what Alabama wants to do. They want to set the perimeter and provide good running lanes for that running back that they got in Walker Bellamy.
Absolutely, as Michigan gets the ball here, definitely looking to make a big play here as they return. That's going to be Cliff Booth with the return.
Now
Cliff
you won.
Booth. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
For Alabama here, great start to the game. Interception on the last play here, Mike. Gonna see Jet Cannon rebound here. Gonna be under center, I form. 2 receivers bottom of your screen. As it's gonna be a run to the outside. Going to get some respectable yardage there. A tough 6-yard rush.
That's a good rush from Ellis to keep, because Michigan needs to get these big first downs, needs to find a way to make productive plays. That's what's going to be put on to Jet Cannon.
Yeah, exactly, and it really aimed to take the pressure off of him. As we see Alexander there with the catch, you want Cannon to, new team, new conference, calm down, you shoot interception, it happens. A matter of fact, let's go 5 wide. Let's see if you can make up for it here, as Alabama's going to send a corner blitz, able to get it off in time, not able to hold on to it.
And that's a drop that really Michigan could have needed to set up a second and route 1 or 2. But now Jet Cannon is going to come out on 2nd and 10 here, facing a 10-point deficit in an Alabama Crimson Tide defense.
Play action pass intercepted by Alabama. Second interception in 2 drives for the Crimson Tide.
And look at that. That is exactly what Cannon does not want to happen. Lila Moreland coming up and getting that one. And 10-0 already for Michigan. Michigan facing that deficit. 2 interceptions on Jet Cannon. And now Cooper King, Walker Bellamy, and this Crimson Tide offense gets to come out and try to put more points up on the board.
Bryant Denny is shaking, Mike. I don't know if you can feel it like I can. As we
Look at that blocking.
Look at the play here. He's fighting. He's working, Mike. Look at Walker Bellamy.
And that's exactly what I was talking about. You watch this. Look at the blocking from the wideouts as they are able to get the excellent blocking for their running back Walker Bellamy. And Alabama is ticking right now, guys.
Alabama is ticking. They are fighting 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line here. Going to be going under center. Looks like they're probably going to feed Bellamy here again. Just kidding. Don't listen to me. Going to be a quick pass. Throwing it. Finding the open man. Absolute laser to who else, Mike?
Who else but Mateo Messias as he comes in and gets a major play. 2 touchdowns on the year already for Mateo. Who else? Walker Bellamy to get him in position, and Mateo puts it in the bucket. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Alabama. Oh, they're going to review it here, Mike. Maybe he didn't hold possession here.
I'm a bit interested on this. I don't know what the review is here.
I'm not quite sure what we're looking at, Mike.
2 hands on the ball. That's a completed catch in the end zone.
I would agree with that.
A Green Bay Cowboy situation, but
as we see CJ Mucci with the tackle there, maybe he tried to bobble it out. As the play stands, as you and I suspected, Alabama going up 17-0, Mike. 2 defensive interceptions, 2 touchdowns from Alabama. Wow.
And this has been explosive early for the Crimson Tide. Not as much for the Wolverines, but the Wolverines can come back now as they're going to give the ball back to Jet Cannon. You got to think, if you're Jet Cannon, you want to minimize the mistakes. You've already made 2-1. It really can't get much worse.
Absolutely, Mike. And 2 great ADs here. Aaron Ike for Michigan and Valente, good friend of yours. Shout out to Valente and Ike at Alabama. 2 fantastic ADs, fantastic people, and great game planners. As you see, Valente just keeping them fired up. Michigan, if you're Jet Cannon, shake it off. It happens. Everyone throws interceptions. That is the name of the quarterback game. As we see Michigan going 5 wide here, Mike. Going to be faking the run here, trying to find something. Has some time, finds the open man. Great pass there to Hayward Crocker Jr.
Yeah, and we have a Twitch update coming in. 1-yard touchdown pass to Lillian Pageant for Texas A&M to go up 10-0 on Colorado with 5:14 left in the first.
Thank you for the Twitch update, my friend. Definitely a great game going on over there. 2 excellent teams, 2, I believe, top 5 ranked teams, if not definitely top 10. As Cannon's trying to find something, throws off his back foot, completes it. What an athletic play.
It's a great catch by Ronnie Wilson, but an athletic play by Jet Cannon. And the Alabama defensive front is not playing. They had that big transfer in, Dakota Dunn from the national champion Longhorns. This is a really good defense.
A fantastic defense, Mike. But Jet Cannon is an elite quarterback here for the Wolverines. They're going to do a read option. Great keeper here. He's going to get it. He's going to fight for 7 yards here.
As we have another Twitch update as well. We have a 24-yard touchdown to Quincy Asher for Colorado. They now trail 10-7 with 3:16 in the first.
Thank you to Austin, both top 5 teams over there on Twitch. Great pass there by Jet Cannon, just getting rid of it. Unfortunately, they are going to have to punt it, Mike. Alabama with all the momentum here.
Alabama, and like you mentioned it earlier, Zach, this stadium is rumbling, and it has heavily affected the Wolverines.
heavily affected. But as mentioned, Mike, Ike has played in big games. He's coached in good games. He is in my opinion, definitely one of the best ADs we have here. As we see pistol formation, gonna survey the field, gets sacked. What a play!
What an excellent read by Lenoco Rivers. He read the boot perfectly and put down Cooper King for the Tide. And what a sack from the Wolverines.
The four-star junior Rivera with the sack. Great play there, setting Alabama up in tough field position, 2nd and 21. Play action pass. They're going to throw it. They've got a lot here. They're trying to find the open man. Almost intercepted there.
Yeah, that was a dangerous throw from Cooper King.
Robert Shanahan with the play there. Going to be 3rd and 21, man in motion. They're going to throw it again. They want to play for it, and they get it out. He's going to fight. He's going to get it 16 yards, but not enough, Mike.
I will say one thing about Cooper King. Cooper King is not scared to stand in the pocket and take a hit to complete a pass. Because he stood in there until the very last second to get that one out.
Absolutely great play there. Michigan almost got to the quarterback, got it off just in time. Michigan gets a stop here, Mike, and now an opportunity for them to get some points on the board here. Some nasty weather they're working through, though.
And look at the punt coverage from the Alabama Crimson Tide. The original tackle broken by Zachary, but good return there from Zachary as well.
Jalen Zachary, the 5-star senior. I'm looking to see his name early and often here, Mike. He is a fantastic weapon for the Wolverines. As we see Cannon under center, going to pass it, going to find the open man, and he's going to fight for some extra yardage. Ronnie Wilson.
And one thing to note as well is, like, Cooper King is a big player as an former All-American. We got to see Jet Cannon match Cooper King's ability.
Absolutely, and he has the tools here. He did really well for the Oklahoma Sooners last year. And I think he's going to do even better under Ike. Ike, one of the best offensive game planners I've ever prepared for. As we see Cannon feeling the pressure, got time, trying to get rid of it, and gets sacked.
And that's that defensive front that I was talking about. Deion Richardson getting the sack on that one. But you felt pressure from both sides then, and then also pressure coming in from the defensive backs.
Here, coverage sacked there by the corners. Kylan Carter, Tyler Woodson, Keegan Orndorff, and Lila Moreland. That is a fantastic coverage play there. 2nd and 17 here for Jet Cannon. Feel the pressure, another blitz, gets it off just in time.
What a hit!
Blasted, Mike. Oh my God.
And that's the type of defense they play down here in Bryant-Denny. But what a hit by the Crimson Tide. A massive shot on Crocker.
Pedro Montero, I wouldn't call it a tackle. I would call that like a Madden hit stick. It's kind of crazy as we see a 3rd and 10 here. Michigan gets the ball out, not enough here as Hayward Crocker gets his 3rd catch of the night.
But we're going to get a punt.
As they punt it.
Yeah, out of the end zone.
Out of the end zone. Alabama with another opportunity here, Mike, to get some points on the board. Still in the first quarter. But, I mean, Mike, as you and I broadcasted the last game, this is far from over. Momentum is definitely a game that they have to fight here, as Cooper King's going to be surveying the field. Going to hand it off here, this time to Walker Bellamy for a 1-yard rush.
And I think it's going to be key for Bama if they want to keep the momentum and not let it shift over to Michigan. Is they got to keep getting Bellamy involved, continue to get Mateo involved, and let Cooper King execute at the level we know he can as the former All-American.
Former All-American and generational talent in Cooper King, as Walker Bellamy gets hit and gets back to the line of scrimmage barely there.
Yeah, Bobby Reaper coming in for a big defensive stop there. And now it's 3rd and 9, and these are the positions you look for. You look to see if Cooper King can get you out of these 3rd and longs, because if he can, Alabama's going to be a dangerous team this season.
Absolutely. They won the conference championship last year, so they are a dangerous team. And they get the screen, and he's able to get past it, Mike.
A crazy block right there. I don't know if y'all picked it up, but what a crazy block to set up Walker Bellamy to get that first down.
First down and a huge play on third down, Mike, as we see them under center here. Tight end in motion. That's actually the fullback, I believe, as we see the big man swallow the halfback.
Yeah, Harry Radloff swallow Walker Bellamy there, like you mentioned, Zach.
That is a grown man tackle there. As you see Cooper King, they're going to go in shotgun formation here. 2 tight ends to the top of your screen. Going to be a screen once again. Look who it is. What a play by the big man.
Yeah, we actually have a Twitch update. Michael Smith with a pick 6 for Texas A&M on a fake punt attempt from Colorado. The Aggies lead 17-7 at the end of the first.
Thank you for the Twitch update. Radloff, 5 tackles, 3 tackles for loss. And it's the first quarter, Mike. I don't like to jinx anything, but that is some intense stat line there, my friend. As you see a 3rd and 12, going to throw a dot and almost intercepted there by Michigan.
Yeah, some great defense played by the Wolverines there. Cooper King not scared to test it deep to try to convert those big third downs. Like I said, he's going to need to be able to do that. But Alabama's now going to look to punt back to Michigan.
As they do exactly that. Michigan, once again, a good opportunity to get some points on the board here as Zachary gets a good return, starting about the 40-yard line. Mike, what can Michigan do as far as changing it up or trying something different to get that offense going here?
I genuinely think, much like we saw Oklahoma do, I think they have to implement quick passes because Alabama has a really strong defensive front.
And they're listening to you for sure as Alexander gets a 4-yard reception here, 2nd and 6.
Michigan.
7 of 12 on the night, 2 interceptions so far, trying to shake those off as we're getting close to the end of the first here, Mike.
And look at the way the Tide swarm Joseph Ellis. Pedro Montero coming in to get that one.
Great play there. Definitely making Joseph Ellis work. Ellis not the biggest halfback out there. As we close out the end of the first quarter, it's Alabama up 17-0 over Michigan. Stay tuned. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. And we are back here, Mike. Michigan down 17-0. Still a lot of time to get it right here.
Yeah, and this is what you're going to want from Jet Cannon. He's feeling it, tosses it up. And what a grab from Ronnie Wilson.
What a play by Ronnie Wilson. That was just one of those gimme balls, one-on-one. What are you going to do? Let me throw it to my receiver and just let him fight for it.
I have mentioned all night the great players that Alabama has on defense. One of the areas they do struggle is in the defensive back positions. So they have a strong front 7, but the defensive backs definitely are a target for teams like Michigan.
And on the read option here, getting a 7-yard rush here as they're getting so close to the end zone.
And that's exactly what Jet Cannon needs to do. He needs to use every single accessibility to him. The legs, the air, use your running games, and that's exactly what he's going to do here. The toss play, what a stiff arm, touchdown, Michigan!
Joseph Ellis with the play there. Shout out to Alabama, number 26 there, trying to do his thing. Joseph Ellis says, Lila Moreland, can you sit down? This is my touchdown reel. Get off me, let me in the end zone.
Tremendous blocks by the Wolverines set up that touchdown as well from the exceptional play from Joseph Ellis. Kick up, kick good. PAT goes through the uprights, and Michigan cuts the lead from 17 to 10.
17-7, a 10-point lead for the Crimson Tide here. Alabama getting the ball back here, looking to get some momentum. Michigan's playing really well to the start of the quarter. A loss, it's only been a couple seconds, I believe if my math is correct, 44 seconds into the quarter. But still, Mike, we take victories where we can get them as coaches, so we'll run with it as Alabama has two halfbacks in the field next to the quarterback. Going to be doing another screen here. Michigan, and who else, Mike? Come on.
Yes, and that's exactly what I was about to mention. Big 99 for the Wolverines has been all over the screen game. That's twice now that Harry Radloff has stuffed out those screens, and I do not think that Alabama's going to have to adjust what they plan to do with Walker Bellamy tonight against Michigan.
6 tackle, 4 tackles for a loss, and 1 sack for the big man in Michigan. Cooper King going to be under center here. Tight end in motion. Going to be a pass play here. Going to survey the field. Going to throw it up. Going to throw it out. One-on-one. Interception. Michigan going to be returning the ball here to the 50-yard line. Going out of bounds, Mike. What a play.
That is a tremendous play for the Wolverines. C.J. Mucci comes up big, getting that interception, and arguably exactly what Michigan needed. Michigan needed a game-shifting play to switch it and get some major momentum that was already leaning towards their side. Michigan now has a chance to cut the lead to 3 on this drive.
Huge play. Great play by the defense here for Michigan. They needed that as Cannon's going to get his momentum back in. He's throwing it. He's catching it. Alexander with the 5-yard catch.
A big play from Azrael Alexander. And you wonder what Jet Cannon looks to do, because he's kind of feeling it back. He's kind of getting a little bit of the feeling back after the 2 interception start.
Absolutely. You see a 2nd and 5, getting the ball out, getting a yard and a half there. 3rd and 3 here, Mike.
Very reasonable 3rd down here for Jet Cannon and the Wolverines. Could go really either way. We've seen Ellis make a big play. Could have another one here on the 3rd down.
Throwing off his back foot, almost intercepted, Mike. That was dangerous.
That could have been another pick for Jet Cannon. Arvell Styles with the deflection there for the Crimson Tide.
Styles, the 5-star from Alabama, showing off the talent there. Michigan punting the ball back, punting it out of bounds for Alabama. Mike, what does Alabama do here? Do they, do you keep throwing those deep passes and just say, hey, that's my receiver, that's my guy? Do you play a little more conservative? What do you learn after that last drive?
I think you have to Cooper King play style is going to come with mistakes. He very much is willing to take shots. Sometimes they succeed. Gee, what a shot on Deshaun Johnson.
I was going to say, talk about taking shots there, but go ahead, finish off your statement there, my friend.
Well, we saw Cooper King is willing to take shots like the ones he hit on Mateo earlier, but sometimes taking those shots come with disadvantages, and they lead to interceptions like we saw in the last drive.
Great point there, Michael. Appreciate that. As we see Cooper King and his Crimson Tide march out there 5 wide, going to be looking to get to the open man, and they do. Elijah Banks, 9-yard reception. First catch of the night.
The big play for Banks to get the 1st down for the Tide. You got to think Alabama's wanting to come back and be impressive after the turnover from Cooper King.
Gonna be a little
option. What a break from King, and King goes over the top.
Harry Radloff, man, they need to play him at D tackle, outside linebacker, corner, safety. You need Harry Radloff at every position if you're the Wolverines. That man is intense. To see Cooper King play action rollout, caught a lot of time here, decided to run with it, fighting, and get him a yard here, Mike.
One thing, Zach, I was focusing on Cooper King that play, but I was also looking at big 99 for Michigan, Radloff. Radloff beat a double team and was going to come after King. That's why King took off.
Radloff is definitely showing off in the tape here as we see a short pass here. Elijah Banks, 8-yard reception. Radloff is going to be the key here for the Michigan Wolverine defense. If he shows out, Alabama struggles so far. Let's see if that's the trend, Mike, as Alabama kicks it here.
He's 100% been a game changer because they very much were wanting to use Walker Bellamy, and they have not been able to do that. Now Michigan with a good return here out to about The 30, we'll call about the 37.
I like the 37, odd number. We'll go with it. Jalen Zachary with the return here. I believe Radloff's on pace to break the modern era tackle for loss record. Obviously, it's still early, still a lot of time. Could get tired, but let's keep an eye on that as Jet Cannon does the play action rollout, finds the open man, tries to make the tackle. Who else but Ronnie Wilson for the Wolverines?
Ronnie Wilson comes up with a big play. Only so long can this Alabama defensive front and this defensive secondary hold up on what has been a really exhausting Alabama offense, because they haven't been out on the field long. It's been very quick circle around. So Michigan's able to capitalize now as we have a Twitch update as a 17-yard touchdown pass to Brandon Walsh from Texas A&M as they lead 24-10 over Colorado with 3 minutes and 5 seconds in the half.
Thank you for that Twitch update, my friend. Pedro Montero with the tackle, 7th of the night, as Alabama makes the good play here. Michigan coming out, Jet Cannon, 2nd and 12 here, shotgun formation. Gonna do a halfback draw, try to keep him honest. Looked like he had a little bit of room towards the middle of the field, but was determined to stiff arm him, and unfortunately didn't go so well.
It's another tackle from Pedro Montero. We've been talking a lot about Radloff, but we got to start talking about Pedro a lot, because that's 8 tackles.
Definitely showing out as we see. Looks like Alabama sending the pressure here. They do. Cannon trying to get rid of it, and he does. Finds the man. Touchdown, Michigan.
What a play by Azriel Alexander. Big touchdown, and that cuts Michigan's deficit to 3. Alabama has struggled in the second half, and Michigan has taken advantage.
I love it, Mike. And again, I'm a big fan of 3-stars and showing out and being active and enjoying their time here. Alexander doing exactly that. And Mike, this is something I said a lot. I'm not sure. You said you've been around for a while, but I've been here since season 10. Ike is one of the best offensive game planners, so I knew Cannon was going to turn around under him. But let's see if Alabama can get the tie back. They were up 17-0. Michigan 14 straight points here, Mike.
I think a lot of that, and look at this return. Beautiful blocks on the return for Alabama. Walker Bellamy, 35-yard return. But a lot of this Michigan storm back, and I know we've talked about him a lot, has to do with 99 for Michigan, because he has completely subverted what Alabama wanted to do.
I don't even know what subverted means, Mike. I'm not that smart, but it sounded really good. Was that a subverted sack, Mike?
That's a tremendous play from the Michigan Wolverines there. Number 98 comes in and gets the sack on Cooper King.
Can we have someone confirm that he's not making up words here in the booth? Subverted? I'm thinking like submarine or something. Regardless, we're going to go 5 wide here. Cooper King in shotgun formation. Looks like Michigan setting a zone blitz, sending some pressure. Alabama gets it out. It gets 4 yards here.
Now it's going to be a long down and distance, 3rd and 16.
All right, 3rd and 16 here. Looks like 2 tight ends. Going to have one motion out. They're actually going to pass out of this formation, which is interesting. Feels the pressure, gets it out. What a play call there,
What a
Mike.
play from Cooper King, and finding the fullback, Rusty Rafferty, is also a big thing as well.
14 of 18, the 1 interception. Besides that, has really done well. Cooper King, generational talent, great player, great dude, big fan of his as he continues to march his Crimson Tide down here. 5 wide for Cooper King here, shotgun formation. Let's see what he's got. Going to be surveying the field, getting a corner blitz, gets it out, gets in the middle. What a passing catch.
That's a tremendous jumping catch by Cam Ellis for the Alabama Crimson Tide. We have another Twitch update coming in. 5-yard touchdown pass to Pooh Sparrow for Colorado to pull back within 7, 24-17 with 1:28 in the half.
Great game we got going over there on Twitch. We appreciate all of you guys in here. We got Ike, we got Leap the Legend, Ghoulie, I don't have good eyes, B Martz 3347, I believe. Cooper King play action, gonna run with it here. Gonna get a couple yards here. We got Haas from Georgia. Appreciate you guys showing up. Make sure to tag your locker rooms. Get them in here. Get them in Twitch and show them some love. As this community showing up and showing out is what makes it great for us, Mike.
Yeah, 100%. And that's exactly what we're going to look to see. Walker Bellamy. Look at Walker Bellamy. Touchdown, Alabama. Alabama way to come back after Michigan cut the lead. Alabama storms back, makes it back 10.
Mama, and there goes that man. I believe he wasn't even touched there, Mike. What a play. What a play call. Kind of a little outside run, you know, trying to stay away from the big man from Michigan down in the middle. So I love everything about that play.
That's exactly what Alabama wants to do, is get Walker Bellamy involved, and as long as they can stay away from big number 99, it's been successful.
Oh, right. Absolutely. As we get just under 3 minutes here, Mike, for Michigan's Ronnie Wilson with the return this time. But as we look at the the offensive production numbers, Cannon, 177 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 turnovers. Obviously highlighting how much he's done for this team. Not a lot of running so far, so it seems like they're pretty pass heavy, Mike.
It's been like you said, been a very pass heavy unit, but wonder if, with the rain and the conditions being what they are, is that really the way you want to go? Joseph Ellis gets about 6 of them.
I was just going to bring that up. How sustainable is that? It's not crazy rain, light rain tonight for the rest of the night, but it definitely, it's got to make it hard to run, as that really highlights how Bellamy did. Jet Cannon going to get the pass here, get it off, get blasted there. Hayward Crocker Jr. with the catch.
It's a big tackle to save it and make it 3rd and 1. It's a tremendous play by number 19 for the Alabama Crimson Tide, Pedro Montero.
I'll be honest here, Mike. I didn't know who Pedro Montero was, but I do now. And if we do ever play Alabama, I'm going to do everything in my power to stay away from that guy, because he's absolutely talented, Mike. As you see Jet Cannon, shotgun formation here. Going to be a little option play. Halfback keeper got some time. Going to run for 13 yards here.
And we were bringing it up, Zach, that Michigan needed to get the run game more involved, in exactly what they do on 3rd and 1. Handoff to Joseph Ellis, 13-yard gain. Michigan gets a new set of downs.
New set of downs, 2 minutes here. You would love, if you're Michigan, to at least get a field goal here. Plenty of time, 3 timeouts. Let's see what they've got dialed up. Cannon going to be under center for this one. Going to be a fumble. Forced fumble. Cannon trying to catch up to him. Alabama to the 10, 5, forced fumble, touchdown, Alabama.
What a play by the Alabama Crimson Tide, coming up big with the forced fumble, and then Richardson picked it up and took it to the house. What a play.
Somebody go clip that. That was a top 10 play of the season, not to mention this week, Mike.
And we talked about it, Zach. We told that Michigan maybe getting the run game involved would improve their chances on coming back against Alabama. It actually seems to be to the falter.
Yeah, it just talks about all the playmakers Alabama has. You know, Michigan starts to get some momentum, some good runs, and Alabama just plasters him, gets the fumble recovery, and scores here. Again, so plenty of time, Mike, here, but that just highlights how talented this Alabama team is.
Now it's really on Michigan to put something on the board before halftime. Minute 51 left in the first half.
Feeling the pressure, almost immediately getting tackled there as he throws the ball away.
2nd and 10 now for Jet Cannon and the Wolverines, coming out in 5 wide formation.
5 wide formation for Cannon, as Mike said, trying to find the open man. It does, keeping it short, trying to let him run around and get open as Hayward Crocker Jr. 6-yard reception, 3rd and 4 here, Mike. What are you looking for?
I think 3rd and 4 is where you want to be. You don't want to be at 3rd and 5 and beyond against this Alabama defensive front, because when you let these defensive edges and these tackles pin their ears back and go for the quarterback, it's a bad day.
Halfback screen here. Ellis is fighting and he gets it. What a play. Joseph Ellis, the little halfback, is just working tonight, Mike.
Trying to make up for that fumble play, getting that first aid. That's a big play for Ellis.
Montero's 11th tackle of the night for Alabama here. 1st and 10, Cannon finding it, throwing it, getting rid of it. Didn't like what he saw there. Maybe a mix-up on the play call.
this has really been a bit of a struggle for the Michigan Wolverines because this Alabama defense has played up to snuff.
See, here you go again, up to snuff. Isn't like, come on, man. Are we making up words here, Mike?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. These are.
Somebody tell me I'm not crazy. Up to snuff. Come on, man. 3rd and 9 here. Jet Cannon, tight end in motion, moving to the top of your screen. Going to be surveying the field here, trying to find something. Not able to get it. Jet Cannon sacked. Timeout, Alabama.
Continuing to mention that heavy defensive line that Alabama has, and that's exactly what you just saw there. And now Alabama's going to get a chance to put more points on the board. 40 seconds left. They get the ball about to the 50-yard line.
Walker Bellamy doing a little bit of everything as we look. They are a very pass-centric team tonight. Very balanced play calling, but you see not much success running there, Mike. As we were 1st and 10, Alabama with 2 timeouts at about the 50 something, 40. I don't know. I can't do math. Anyway, gonna throw it to the outside. Now it's a 47-yard line. Elijah Banks, 3-yard reception.
But yeah, like pointed out in chat, we're in Alabama. We're in Bryant-Denny Stadium. I'm from Alabama myself. Had to bring out some Southern verbiage up to snuff.
That sounds like a flavored bubblegum, Mike. I'm not following you, man. But anyway, as we see Cooper King sacked here, not following the play call there. Dangerous sack. You hate to take it. As we see a 3rd and 11 from Cooper King. Up 17. You don't want to see anything crazy. Michigan sends the pressure. Throws it deep. Tries to find the open man. Interception. Michigan here trying to get some yardage. Not able to do much. But another interception. Moochie with the play.
And you really didn't. I see what Alabama was going for, trying to score, put more pressure on Michigan at the because really Michigan's got 12 seconds now. They've got 3 timeouts. You wonder, can they get down the field? They haven't been that successful at that. Could come back to hurt Alabama.
Correction, that was not Moochie with the second. That was the walk-on. My apologies, everybody. As we see Cannon chuck it deep, and it's an interception for Alabama, Mike. We're just seeing all the turnovers. That's 6 on the game so far, man.
And that's Layla Moreland. That's with her second interception. I know we thought Moochie got his second one, but Moreland does get her second one. So that's a big play from Moreland.
You know, at this point, Mike, I just want to see Cooper King throw it deep, and I either want to see an interception again or a touchdown. If I see anything less than a deep pass, I'm going to be very disappointed here, Mike.
I don't see them going anything less with Cooper King. One of the true gunslingers of the South left. King goes deep. Bang in the bucket. Who else but Mateo?
Oh my God, Mike. What a play to end the half. Mateo Macias, Mike.
The Southern gunslinger Cooper King gets it done again for the Alabama Crimson Tide.
What a play for the Crimson Tide here as we get ready to head into halftime. It's Alabama up 30-14 over Michigan. Some crazy plays, some crazy turnovers, and Macias is balling. Tight ends and key ends, and everything's going that way. Mike, what are your thoughts as we send it to the studio?
I think Alabama has subverted what they were originally going to do, Zach. That's what I think. I think the original plan was to come out and work Walker Bellamy. When Michigan started to go against that, I think we saw the Swift, and they kept going and kept pushing to what originally was going to be a shift in their game and started targeting more on Cooper King's arm.
Great analogy there. Austin, thank you for the note. As we see Michigan get the ball here, Mike, if you're Michigan, you're down 3 scores. It's still, you know, you want to start the half off right here, Mike. What do you do, though? It seems like Alabama picks you off. They force fumbles, but they throw interceptions. So what do you do if you're Michigan here?
That's the thing. Alabama's a very high-risk, high-reward team. We saw that with Cooper King. Sometimes those passes work out to his advantage. It's worked really well tonight, but sometimes they don't. and Michigan's got to capitalize on when they don't, and they got to capitalize on their own offensive plays.
Michigan throwing a screen here, trying to keep the defense honest as we see Ellis get a 7-yard reception there.
It's a big defensive play to stop him before getting the first down. It's going to set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7, Mike. 3's up in the chat.
2nd and 3, sorry.
2nd and 3, 7-yard reception. 3's up in the chat. Real quick, shout out to everybody in chat. We've got Frosty, we've got Valente, we've got Ike, we've got Mushi. I appreciate all of you guys showing up and showing out. Showing up for Mike and I as we broadcast our first time together. Been a lot of fun, my friend. As Cannon tries to get forward, and he does actually, Mike. A sneaky athletic play there.
And there is the transfer from the national championship Texas Longhorns. You see Dakota Gunn coming up and making his first big showcase of the night.
Bringing that championship pedigree from Texas. You love to see if you're the Crimson Tide. Jet Cannon under center. Telling the guys, we got this. Shake it off. This is on me. No more mistakes. So let's see what we can do here as we got a 3rd and 2 under center. Trying to find the open man, and he does. And they give him the forward momentum, Mike.
Yeah, that's going to be a first down for Michigan. Ronnie Wilson has been one of the bright spots in this Michigan team. 5 catches for 100 yards.
As the first downs, Michigan's 8 to Alabama's 7. Just a lot of big plays going Alabama's way as we see Jet Cannon throw it off and get a nice 12-yard reception to Hayward Crocker Jr.
And that the receivers have actually been able to get open. It's just, has Jet Cannon been able to find them? Has been the real issue. Is Michigan's going to have to get some more of these conversions. They're down big, down 24 points. You got to wonder what the look's going to be here. Big throw on the outside to Mitchell Peck. That's his first catch of the day.
First catch of the day, setting up a 2nd and 2. Cannon 19-28 on the night. As we see, Michigan is actually outgaining Alabama on the night. Turnovers have turned costly. As we've seen, he trips, he picks himself up, throws it. Very athletic move there by Cannon, Mike.
That's a great play from Jet Cannon, but we have a Twitch update to get into. 2-yard touchdown run for Jackson Hare as Texas A&M extends their lead to 34-17 with 5:26 left in the 3rd.
Great game going on over there in Twitch as well as here as we see Hayward Crocker Jr. with the 7-yard reception. Great play once again. They seem to really be liking what they get out of Crocker Jr.
And that's what you want, is you want to like what you're getting from your receivers, and you hope that you get a different performance from your quarterback. But Jet Cannon has done good things. You have a flag on the play. And that's not what you want if you're the Wolverines.
Not what you want. As you can see, Aaron Ike on the sideline telling his guys it's far from over. The half just started. Let's score here. It's 0-0. Let's just win this quarter, win this half, win this drive. As we see a 2nd and 8 here. Got some time trying to find the open man. It does. Breaks out the first tackle. Jalen Zachary, first catch of this half.
That's a big play from Zachary. And like I was going to say, when you look at Jet Cannon's stats on the stat sheet, it's sure the 3 interceptions stand out, but it's not been all bad. He actually has made some really good throws. There's Joe. Oh man, what a shot! And who else? Then Pedro Montero.
I got nothing there, Mike. Go ahead and say some really smart stuff for us.
Well, that's what I'm saying with the quarterback for Michigan. You got to hope that he can overcome some of those interceptions, chucks it down, and gets absolutely belted by the Alabama defense.
Once again, Crocker Jr. serving to be Jet Cannon's favorite receiver of the night. 23 of 32, Arvell Styles for Alabama with the tackle here. 3rd and 7. Michigan 5 of 10 on the night, which is not bad by any means. As tries to find the open man, Cannon throws it, connects it. It's trying to fight for it, not able to get it. 5-yard reception, 4th and 3, Mike. Am I crazy?
I like a go for it here. I don't like this.
I'm with you on this one.
You've struggled to get downfield all night to take the field goal this close to the end zone. I guess settling for the points cut it to a 21-point lead. I guess, but
they're definitely 21-point lead for Alabama. You're hoping, Michigan, hey, defense, go make a play, make a stop for us, get us the ball back. We did just get into Alabama territory, so give us something to work with here as Walker Bellamy returns there, Mike.
Yeah, and Walker Bellamy is a bruiser in the return game, just like he's a bruiser in the running back game. But we got a Twitch update coming for you. 21-yard touchdown pass to Mac Miles for Colorado. They trail 34-24 with 4:07 left in the third. Big play from Mateo. Who else?
Big play from Mateo. Only catch of the night that's not a touchdown, Mike. I don't know if you caught that.
It's been a very eventful day for Mateo Messias.
4 receptions, 3 of them for touchdown, and 1 sack for the defense there. Lencho Rivera, 3rd sack of the night. Holy moly.
That's the 2nd sack that has come because of those play-action boots from Alabama. That was, if I'm the coach, that was getting ripped out the playbook.
Exactly. Hey, Valente, Coach Cooper King's going over. Valente, don't do that ever again, man. What are we doing? You're getting me hurt. As Cooper King's under center here, going to be surveying the field, trying to find the open man, and does. Sets up a very manageable 3rd and 2. Mateo Macias with the catch.
Number 13 has been practically unguardable from the Wolverines. It's actually starting to be a problem for the Wolverines.
I just checked our website there, Mike. Mateo Macias is all giant of 5'9", 170 pounds. So he's soaking wet, barely 200 pounds. A very small man doing very big things as Cooper King tries to find the open man and does. Elijah Banks with the play there.
The speed has especially helped him be an absolute burner tonight against the Wolverines. 3 touchdowns.
Cooper King, shotgun formation, 1st and 10. Got a lot of options here. Gets it past the defender. Look how the defender tried to bat it down with an absolute laser to Elijah Banks.
Yeah, the velocity in which Cooper King sent that one was meant for Banks and just Banks.
Jacoby Gallant for Michigan with the tackle there. Great play by that defender. Cooper King got some time thrown at the bottom of our screen. Is going to get a 3-yard reception. Banks once again there, Mike.
Yeah, Banks with his 7th reception, only 42 yards. There's a lot of receptions, not a lot of yards, but they have been key catches to keep drives going.
I was just going to say the same there, Mike. Not big plays like Macias, but you got to have someone who fights for the little ones. As Alabama catches it, there's 3 defenders there. Deshaun Johnson's like, nah, man, that's my ball.
And what I even think makes that play crazier is the fact that Cooper King, I think, was hit as he threw the ball.
That's what it looked like, Mike, there. Shout out to King. He's definitely gotten blasted this drive, but he's fighting to get them in the end zone. As you see an option play. Fullback going down. Touchdown. Trayvon Ellis.
Trayvon Ellis gets a big touchdown for the Tide. The Tide bring their lead 44-17. PAT incoming. Michigan.
Go ahead.
Michigan has had a issue stopping what has been an all-frontal Alabama offense.
Apologies on that mix-up. Ellis is a sophomore halfback with a touchdown. Great play by that young man. Way to be there when your team needs you.
Alabama now, like I said, 45-17. Michigan awaiting to receive the kick.
Michigan waiting to receive the kick and waiting to get some points on the board here, Mike. They have shown flashes of absolute brilliance, and then they throw an interception. It just seems they're not risk adverse. They're not afraid to throw it, which, Mike, you and I have talked about this all night, even the first game. It's really good when it works, but it's really bad when it doesn't. But let's see what Cannon can do here. Going to be 5 wide here, Mike. Going to be surveying the field, trying to find something, and he does. Going to Zachary there, or sorry, Hayward Crocker Jr. 4-yard reception.
And the issue also comes is if you're Michigan and you have to drop back to look for these deep shot plays in these 5 wide formations, you run the risk of facing a very good Alabama defensive front.
Absolutely here, as we see another catch. Nice little stiff arm there. Hayward Crocker with the 4-yard catch.
Yeah, 3rd and 2, back-to-back 4-yard grabs from Crocker.
Shout out to Dallas Tolbert taking that stiff arm like a champ. Listen, you kind of deterred him. You kept him from converting. So although it sucks, you did well there, young man, because your defense has got your back. Look at that play there.
Another key tackle from Pedro Montero.
key tackle by a key player, Mike. Big fan of Montero as I've gotten to watch him play tonight. And obviously a key piece to this team as we see the return there by Walker Bellamy. Alabama up 45-17. 2 minutes, 55 seconds in the third quarter, Mike. They've been doing a lot of good things here, Mike. Is there anything you want to see them kind of key in on or try not to do as they kind of, keep this lead extended?
I think now that you have such a big lead, I think the key is to minimize the Cooper King risk and reward plays, we'll call them, and focus on grinding Walker Bellamy because he is that bell cow, and get out of Michigan, get out of Bryant-Denny with a big win, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Look at Bellamy powering through, first down for the Crimson Tide, 14 yards.
One thing, Mike, that I've started to notice is they're really staying away from Radloff as Alabama. So let's see if that's something to keep an eye on here, Mike, is man in motion, top of your screen. Going to be another halfback draw here. This time Michigan catches it. Walker Bellamy loses 2 yards on the play.
And that's Jacobs that comes in. He had a sack earlier in the night and has a big tackle for loss right there. 2nd and 12 now.
2nd and 12 here. As you mentioned, big lead for Alabama. Big opportunity for Michigan to capitalize, try to get a forced fumble, interception, something. But what you don't want is this, is we get a conversion. Walker Bellamy, 13-yard rush on the play. 9 rushes, 72 yards. A very sneaky good game there.
Walker Bellamy is slowly starting to grind out this game like I mentioned earlier. It's exactly what you want. Play action here from King. The boot finally works. Looking and looking. Complete to Deshaun Johnson.
Mike, this performance by King, although he has thrown 2 interceptions, it really has been great tonight. I've been really pleased to see him play. His generational talent is seen in full effect tonight as he's in shotgun formation. Going to get a quick pass to the outside, finds the open man. Elijah Banks with the catch there.
And 2nd and 3 now. This is a position where Alabama's getting close into the red zone. And you see them as being a position to score again. The run is to Bellamy. Bellamy flung down, though, 3rd and 1.
They were able to hold him there, Mike, to a 3rd and 1. If you're Michigan, you want to try to stop them here. Make them hit a field goal in this nasty weather as they're going to go under center, 2 tight ends. To me, Mike, seems like a run play as we see a man in motion, top of your screen to the outside. Going to be a play action, actually. Alabama throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
And that's a big play. And I wonder who it's through. You ever had a wonder? Number 13, Mateo Messias.
A perfectly timed play action pass to the little man, making big plays tonight. Mike, he's just making the plays when he needs it. He's not very active out there unless he's catching touchdowns. So, shout out to him. Definitely an early player of the week candidate.
And as you saw, that play shows the intangibles that he does have to extend the extension, full body extension. Shows the true height and weight of Messias. Only 5'9", but used every inch of it to catch that ball.
I'm starting to love the Mighty Mouse nickname as we see the big tackle there on Booth. Michigan. Mike, what can you do here? This game is far from over. I've seen plenty of games in the CFSL where they've come back, had an absolutely crazy good quarter, and they've tied it up. What can you do if you're Michigan?
You just got to string good plays together. That's all you got to do. You got to put good plays together. Jet has to start hitting on some of these plays, start hitting on some of these deep shots, and just start stringing them together.
Love it. Start stringing good plays together. Great play. And a decent pass there. Decent catch by Hayward Crocker Jr. 12th catch of the night. Crocker Jr. is doing everything he can tonight, Mike.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a hard night for these receivers. Hard night for Jet Cannon as well. This defense is rootless in the front 7. That's a beautiful play by the Alabama defense.
Joseph Ellis with the catch there. Another stop for Alabama. If you're Michigan, you're fighting, you're trying everything you can. It's just not going your way quite yet, Mike. But kick it, lock in on defense, one play at a time, like you said, string a good plays together, but that happens on defense too, Mike. As we see a nice return here.
Look
It's
at
gonna be
Walker Bellamy.
Mike. Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Walker Bellamy
I drink
is.
Diet Coke, by the way, Mike.
I'm a Coke Zero guy.
Oh man, you're one of those people, aren't you?
Now,
First-
Cooper King.
Go ahead, Mike.
Cooper King feeling the blitz, wanted to take one of those Cooper King deep shots. Ended up getting sacked by Christopher Burns.
A great sack there by Michigan as we're getting ready to close things down for this quarter, Mike.
Yeah, this has been a really, really good game for Alabama, and there's some definite things if you're Michigan you want to improve on.
Alabama is up 52-17. Yeah, great game we've got going on here. Don't miss this game as you're watching us on the CFSL and PX1 Sports on YouTube. We'll see you in a bit. And we are back here. Cooper King doing his Cooper King magic. 4's up in chat, please, as we see him just taking his time, finding the open man, able to do it right there. Elijah Banks with the catch.
It seems like to me that Elijah Banks has been the target. If it's not a touchdown, it's going to Elijah Banks or Walker Bellamy. And if it's a touchdown, it's going to Messias.
As I'm watching one of the Michigan players, Corey Mucci, say, hey, this is exactly where we want Alabama. And all jokes aside, Mike, that's the type of energy you want from one of your players and one of your leaders. Not giving up, not, putting your head down. Keep fighting if you're Michigan. This is far from over.
And this is what I was going to say for Alabama. This is a position where you really don't feel comfortable kicking the field goal here. You really don't want to punt. Give it to Cooper King and let him do that.
Oh, my God. Mateo Macias was about to score again, Mike.
The Southern gunslinger finds his ultimate weapon, the speeding bullet in Mateo Macias.
That was about to be his 5th touchdown of the night. Gets tackled out of bounds. Shout out to Michigan for not letting them get that. As we have a 1st and goal here for the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Alabama has definitely came to play tonight in their opening game. Cooper feeling the pressure. Cooper gets hit and he's brung down, sacked. And Harry Radliff shows his face again, number 99, after getting chip blocked, actually, comes up and gets that sack.
Coverage play there as Cliff Booth, Jacoby Gallant, and Robert Shanahan in the secondary from Michigan allowed the big man to get the sack there. So we've got Alabama going to go 5 wide this time. 2nd and goal, going to be surveying the field, trying to find something. Feeling the pressure, almost got sacked again there.
And who else was bringing the pressure than Radliff?
Radloff, excuse me, Radliff. I believe it's Radloff. I don't know. I'm just here to make Mike sound brilliant in the booth as we see a batted down ball. A great hole here, Mike, by the Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah, to bring it to a 4th and goal. Alabama's going to settle for their field goal, make it 55-17.
Pick is up. Pick is good for the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking the lead, as you mentioned, 55-17. Michigan about to get the ball back here. You definitely want to see them get some momentum, get some plays working, get the kinks out now, try to get some big plays, and just one play at a time here, Mike.
That's, like you said, that's really what you want here, is to have big plays from Michigan, and you really need to string them together. If you're going to do it, you need to do it now.
Absolutely. Jet Cannon going to be surveying the field, trying to find the open man, and almost intercepted there. It would have been his 4th interception of the night. Alabama is just going after everything.
They said they are on see ball, get ball. They have taken the advice from their AD Valente and has gone full on see ball, get ball.
Jet Cannon feeling the pressure, gets the ball off, gets blasted by who else?
And it's been a big game for Pedro Montero, and that's exactly who clocked Ellis there.
Ellis with a great catch there, great effort by him tonight, running the ball quite well, trying to get some catches. Alabama holding Michigan to 5 of 13 on the night for third downs. Let's see what Jet Cannon can get here as we have a 3rd and 8, a tough position as they're going to throw a screen play. Going to be intercepted by the defensive lineman. Going to fight and try to get there. What an athletic play, Mike.
A beautiful play from Colt McDowell. I've been talking about it all game, how good this Alabama defensive front is. It's Colt, it's Dakota Dunn, it's all of them are great on this defensive front.
The senior McDowell getting the interception. I love when big men make big plays there, Mike, as we see Cooper King making the play here, trying to throw it in. He does, finds the open man. Wesley Smalls with a touchdown, Alabama.
Alabama continues to pour on. Oh, if your cups overfloweth, it overfloweth some more. A beautiful touchdown from Smalls. Cooper King is absolutely living up to the gunslinger nickname.
Cooper King fell to Bo Mayweather III last season for Offensive Player of the Year, but was in close contention. I believe he was in 2nd place, Frosty, if you can correct me on that. So he's definitely showing out, showing up. A little chip on the shoulder for not winning that. Was an All-American, but was not Offensive Player of the Year. So maybe that's a goal of his, Mike.
Yeah, no bigger chip on your shoulder than not finishing in the awards where you feel like you should have. And Alabama as a whole, they feel that they've had the chip on their shoulder all offseason to go in and really prove that they deserve to be in contention for one of those top teams.
I believe he was 3rd. Thank you for that, Frosty. Jet Cannon going to be under center, going to throw it back. Going to be intercepted, Alabama.
Alabama, one thing we talked about is how the defensive secondary was maybe a weak point for the Crimson Tide. The secondary has not been a weak point for the Tide tonight. They have came out and balled.
And balled at that is the 3-star on the play there. Woodson, great play for the defense. I absolutely love when they ball out there as we see a nice run towards the outside. Walker Bellamy with the 5-yard rush.
Walker Bellamy has continued to bring the heat, and this Crimson Tide offense as a whole has been like absolutely ruthless. Bellamy gets the ball again. Gonna go 3rd and 6. Now I think the ball's gonna be given to Cooper King here to get this 3rd down.
TJ Mooch. I'm having trouble pronouncing words because I have just used my voice so much. I haven't been in the booth since season 21, Mike. So again, I appreciate you making it fun tonight. And I appreciate both teams today and earlier making a great game for me to call. As we see the nice throw there, the nice catch, Trayvon Ellis with the play.
Yeah, that's why I appreciate you for being an experienced co-commentator with me. This is my first experience going this.
You definitely got a bright future, my friend, as we see a nice throw to the outside. Going to be out of bounds, but man, that was close.
Cooper King.
Looking
second big. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, Mike.
Takes the run there on. Looks to get Walker Bellamy with a 1-yard rush. 3rd and 9 now.
That'll make it 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. Alabama 6 of 13 on the night and 3rd down. They're going to go 5 wide. They're going to try to make a big play here, as they have done most of the night. Got some time, try to find the open man, and does. Not enough as Michigan holds them to field goal position here.
4th and 2. I wonder, yeah, they're going to come out and kick the field goal, make it 65-17.
Kick is up. Kick is good. Alabama going up here with just under 5 minutes here in the 4th quarter, Mike. Great play by Alabama. They're locking down in the 2nd half. I believe it was a pretty close game in the first half there, Mike. Whatever Valente said to the team definitely worked as they've come out with their shoes on fire.
without a doubt. And Michigan Michigan's going to have to, I think the point is past of trying to come back in this game, but I think you're just trying to build something for the next weeks.
I was going to say exactly that. Find the plays you like, find the plays you don't. If there's a play you don't like that doesn't work, throw it out of the playbook, maybe change it up, move the schemes around, move wide receiver 1 to 3, etc., etc. Jet Cannon, you want him to be your star quarterback, so get him some plays that'll help him out. As we see a 2nd and 6, nice catch by Ezreal Alexander, 4-yard reception.
We have to continue to talk about how this Alabama defense just swarms. As soon as the ball is caught, see ball, get ball, and they go after it.
They've certainly made it hard for Michigan, and kudos to Michigan for just fighting tonight. They have been trying to work, and you see Joseph Ellis 8-yard rush. Joseph Ellis, in my opinion, Mike, has really done well. They did have a forced fumble with Ellis, but besides that, has had a lot of catches on the night. We had some hard-fought yards on the ground. As Jet Cannon in shotgun formation, going to throw it to the outside, almost intercepted by Tyler Woodson again.
That would have been the 6th interception on the game for Jet Cannon.
As Valente came over to me and told me that the team got a flavored Jamba Juice today, Mike. Not sure what flavor that was, but I'm going to be asking for that.
Not really a big Jamba Juice guy.
Honestly, I haven't had one since high school, and I'm really old, Mike, so that says a lot. I actually don't even know if they're around anymore. So is Valente showing his age here?
Well, Valente's younger than me, so like...
Not 3 years ago. Thank you, Frosty. Michigan 6 of 15 on 3rd down here. 3rd and 10. As we see Jet Cannon going to be throwing it and incomplete. Moreland tried to get her 3rd interception of the night.
It was almost an eventful 3rd interception for Layla Moreland, and then we're going to get the punt here for Michigan. As this puts Alabama in a really good position to put this game on ice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at that broken tackle from Walker Bellamy.
Making them work. I love the effort from Alabama. Michigan just swarming them. As we look at the game track here, Mateo Macias has been that dude. I think what you said was the see ball, get ball. You obviously said it more eloquently than I did, Mike, because you've been saying a lot of big words tonight. But Macias is the man.
Valente goes after a see ball, get ball mentality, and that's very much what his Alabama Crimson Tide live by.
And it's done them well tonight, Mike, as we're going to see a pitch and catch there. Number 80 fighting for it. Wesley Smalls getting back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd catch of the night there for the young man.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
So now it's going to bring up 2nd and 10, and you wonder how Alabama's going to play this. Are they going to try to go down, get the score that would really put this game away, or do they just burn the clock out and that puts the game away? Either way, the game's...
It's a great game we got. Looks like they are timing out the clock here, Mike, as they're going to run the ball, give it to Bellamy with a 6-yard rush.
Yeah, 3rd and 4. Now Walker Bellamy has had a really impressive game. 14 for 86, touchdown, big breakaway play at one point.
Absolutely, Mike, as we've got Cooper King shotgun formation, 2 halfbacks next to him, 1 on each side, as they're taking the time, running the clock out. Mike, as we're getting close to the 2-minute timer here, Alabama's done a lot right, but if I'm Cooper King, you really want to be careful with turnovers as you go through the season.
Yeah, you really do want to be careful with those turnovers. Yes, you love to play that risk-all mentality, but you don't want to play that too heavy. Look at Bellamy use that screen, gets the blocking downfield from his offensive line. That's an excellent screenplay, which Alabama really does want to utilize Bellamy in the screen game. They believe he has high ability to use that to be very productive for the team.
Bellamy has been very productive for the team. I'm excited to watch him and his Crimson Tide throughout the season. And I'm also excited to see Michigan, man. They're a great team. They're getting some players back healthy next week that I think will really help them as we see the clock wind down here, Mike. King's going to hand it off to his halfback, who's going to roll forward for 6 yards here.
That's a
Yeah, Ellis gets about 6 there. Bellamy's been really good. Ellis has been good in reserve when needed. Really, it's been a really good performance from Alabama as a whole. Like you said, though, Zach, you've got to limit the turnovers if you're Cooper King. Because in a different game, those 2 turnovers could bite you.
Absolutely. In the playoffs or in the, a very important conference matchup, you've got to be careful.
Now, 19 seconds left, and this probably going to be the last play from scrimmage.
Great game from scrimmage here. Bellamy with the rush there, Mike. As we get ready to close it out, a great game was had tonight from Bryant-Denny Stadium. Alabama showed out and showed up. They really did well here. Michael, what's your final takes for us?
I think the way to really end this off is to explain how well Alabama came in and switched what they wanted to do. And it was all off the back of that man, Mateo Messias. 4 touchdowns on the day. Could have had 5. Was a impressive player. Cooper King did well. Just an absolute outstanding performance from the Crimson Tide. Michigan's got some things to clear up, but they had some good key points as well. What a game.
Special thanks to our executive producer, Mike Peters, associate producer, Austin Crow, and my partner, Mike, for bringing in tonight's action. I'm Zach Davis. You've been watching the CFSL and PX1 Sports on YouTube. We'll see you tomorrow. Make sure to tune in.